All right, let's make a new map. Um, I was thinking maybe Fellwood. I was thinking Fellwood. All right, we'll get some grass. Let's make the map wider than it is tall. Little map here for some fun. Okay, so we're making a Warcraft map over here, and one of the things we're gonna try to disprove, the I don't know what conspiracy theories you believe in. You probably shouldn't believe in any conspiracy theories, but um, a lot of people think that in this world something's getting worse right now. I think there's a lot of people that say, hey, maybe something's getting worse. I don't know that. I'm not a politician. I'm a software professional. So I could figure out how and why my computer is rendering 3D models on the screen right now, but I can't tell you what is going on in this world, unfortunately. Although I probably should study that because there definitely seems like there's some messed up stuff going on in this world. But I don't know about that, so I'm just making a Warcraft map right now. And one of the things I want to try to do with this Warcraft map, a lot of people, I read someone on Hive Workshop who said that all the years of Warcraft 3 modding are down the drain because Blizzard Entertainment is making stupid patches for Warcraft 3 that are just stupid recently. And you know what? I don't really want to be negative, so we're not going to talk about what some kids in California are doing. But I'm going to talk about what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is that I think it's cool to make stuff in World Editor. And so I have this World Editor here that it's pretty good. It doesn't really matter what version of it. Obviously, like if you're watching this video, I don't know, videos on YouTube stay around for a long time. So you might be watching this video in the year 2025. I don't know that. And whenever that's happening, you're going to wonder like what version of Warcraft 3 I have. And the answer is it doesn't matter, because if you live in 2025, you probably have a better version of Warcraft 3 than I do available to you. Like that, technology progress doesn't always get better. So maybe I shouldn't say that, but like obviously I don't think that we should be constrained to some past version. Maybe by 2025 I'll have rewritten the entire world editor. I'll take it over and I'll have a good one that everybody uses, and it'll be nothing like when this video was recorded. I have really no idea. So my point is, specific version doesn't matter. But what is fun is that I'm drawing a little map right now, and so I'm drawing this little map. One of my goals is going to be to just kind of run around and have some fun, and so that's probably always the goal. Actually, if we're in the world editor, is just have some fun. But I'm going to have a little bit of fun while talking to you about the rapid iteration design idea of customized world editor. And I'm just saying nonsense words, but let's think about that. So let's say that I want to have a character that is cool and looks like a little warlock kind of guy. So what if I make what do you want to say? Like let's say that I go to, remember there's a hero Gul'dan in the data. What is it? Gul'dan? Say it however you want, right? Cool. So there's this guy, Gul'dan. He looks pretty cool. He's a little warlock, but he's too strong. He has 80 chaos damage. We're just gonna change this to what is it, like 1 to 12? And I think he had too much in the way of hero stats or something like that. He's a strength hero. That doesn't make any sense. We're gonna make him an intelligence hero. So this is my intelligence hero. He's still probably gonna be stupidly overpowered. I think this guy had. He's like, his attack was like a siege weapon. I don't know who came up with that. I don't remember why. Maybe it was for like a cinematic or something. But anyway, let's not have him be Gul'dan. Let's call this Gul'kool because he's cool. Okay, so I'm making Gul'kool over here, and that's great. But I want to talk about the kind of concept that I'm working on. So when I click test map, okay, and this is we're moving up in the world. When I click test map over here, I want to get my map to run with Gul'kool in it. And in the old days, when our technology wasn't as far along, when you click test map, it would always run the same version of the game, and it would be really hard to change that. So all you were changing is the user map input that you put into the game. What I'd like to do now is when I test the map, I then also recompile the entire game from source code along with testing the map. So if that makes sense, what is this trying to copy? Don't do that. All right. testing the game, and every time I click test, we recompile the entire game from source code. So if I change the game itself, not just the map, either way, if I change the map or the game, all of that is reflected when I click test. And I really like that. I think that's a good thing to aspire towards. So like here I have Gul'kool over here, and he has like a hero skill. I don't know what can he learn. Does he have any hero abilities? I feel like he probably doesn't. Yeah, he has got nothing. So let's give him a hero skill, and then we can talk about changing the game and not just the map. And why I think that's cool. So this is Gul'kool. He's in my map over here. You can see I had the ability SLKs open for a little bit, but also it's dumb that I have a base. Like we don't want a human base. This is a little RPG with Gul'kool, so we're gonna delete the triggers for that. And I probably want some kind of enemies. You know, like fight some Murlocs or something. So let's put those in. Excuse me. Okay, so now I'm gonna have my Murlocs. Probably only 2 at a time because I nerfed Gul'kool, so he's not super strong anymore. But yeah, it's just kind of like so here's my little game where we're like fighting these Murlocs, and I don't know. I put in trees. I didn't put much in the way of like a flashy environment over here, but maybe you want like some kind of flowers or something. Shrubs. Shrubs look pretty good. Everybody likes these shrubs. They're a good decal kind of thing. Cool. So right now I'm kind of just world building a little bit and having some fun. But my main goal today is to talk about editing the engine as well as changing the game as well as your map. So we know that if I test this map right now, everything I'm putting in the map data is going to be reflected in that. Obviously, that makes sense. But I thought it'd be cool. How many different firebolt abilities are there? I was thinking about this. So there's firebolt neutral hostile as a skill, ANFB. Let's give that to Gul'kool. Hero abilities, ANFB. So he's gonna have firebolt. What other hero skills are cool we could give him? I think it would be cool if he had he's a warlock, so he should probably have like tornado, like summoning some kind of flashy stuff here. What are some other kind of warlocky abilities, kind of like dark magics, throw firebolt? It's interesting. Maybe you guys could put in the comments some obvious abilities that I'm forgetting. How about Forked Lightning? That sounds warlocky. I don't know. Maybe he's just a Naga Sea Witch now. That wasn't really intentional, but I don't know. Death Pact. That sounds warlocky. Okay. Actually, nope. I changed my mind. How about Death Coil? Death Coil's cooler. It's better ability, more likely to win. Or actually Dark Ritual. That sounds really warlocky. We'll give him Dark Ritual. Okay, great. So this guy's a warlock. He has a ton of crazy abilities. And this is where we run into problems. This is where we run into problems with my design philosophies and how I'm currently operating. And you're going to see the problems. I'm going to explain to you why I like to iterate and compile, why I like to have my test map button test the game from source code and not test the game of a particular binary that I already had. Why I use compiler when I test the map. Okay, great. So now the map's loading. That's a good step to have. But something else that we were running into is we couldn't hardly see the abilities of this. Maybe I'll just tap the screen here with the double tap. I'm hoping to get my screen to kind of full screen the window so that we can actually see the hero. Okay, great. So clearly we're getting some kind of crazy lag over here. I don't know what's up with that, but basically I was noting that Gul'kool over here, he can't learn Forked Lightning, he can't learn Dark Ritual, and he can't learn Fire. Because with all of them, it says that the ability is not yet programmed. And so this is a stupid problem that we have, that the ability is not yet programmed. And it's just stupid. So what I'm saying is, why don't we program in one of these abilities? And that's not really in the map, or it'd be kind of stupid for that to be in the map. So like if I go to the code editor, we know what the stats are. So that's why I had this ability data SLK open. So if I go to Firebolt on here, let's do that one. And it says I can't find Firebolt. Okay, so I know it's ANFB at least. ANFB says that it uses ANFB as its implementation of its like data. So basically, there's already I had Thunderbolt or whatever you call it, the Mountain King skill in here. So if I just copy that and I put ANFB for Firebolt and I let it use the same code as Stormbolt for what Firebolt does, okay, and now this should be really cool. But our guy's acquisition range is too big. That was like messing it up. So he started combat like as soon as the game started. So I'm gonna lower his like acquisition range and stuff to just be 600 because that was crazy. Why is he a siege unit? That doesn't make sense. Okay, great. So moral of the story is that I'm drawing this little map. I'm having fun in the world editor. And then in the same time, every time I click test map, that's just gonna run a new version of the entire game engine from source code. And that way I can just tweak the game code, go in, program in Firebolt, you know, whatever you wanna do, like I just did. And this is a very lazy programming. I just copied Stormbolt and I stored it to the Firebolt raw code ID for what it does for its code. But fundamentally by doing that, I'm getting to this future where I'll have the ability and I'll be able to test my map. And so it's kind of like my point is that iteration process means you can fix all bugs. Like anything you encounter while you're testing, I can just go in the game engine, not just the map, but I can go in the game engine that I also have open in parallel with the map and fix anything. And that means there's no bugs because all bugs are just fixable. You just fix them, they go away. It's really cool, actually. And I don't really understand why. Let's see it. All right, here we are. And I'm gonna try to get. Yeah. Okay, sorry. So I double tap the top bar. So it's kind of fit to screen, or the windows is kind of fit to screen here. But look at this. Now I learned Firebolt. Okay, and it's actually like I've learned it. I have it. I can cast the Firebolt, and you better believe it. It's gonna go blast that Murloc, and he died. That's awesome. I don't know what is Firebolt. Firebolt must do 200 damage, and these are my hit point Murlocs. I kind of wish I had.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
So I want to do another one that was fun. Look at that. So I have Firebolt now, right? And that's really cool. Because independent of my main guy's abilities, I can just shoot Firebolts and things. And this concept that I could just go and add an ability to the game. It's like, what if I wanted to do that with Lightning? What if I wanted to do that with Dark Ritual? That's going to take 20 minutes. Because like Dark Ritual, right now, the ability system has a ton of boilerplate. It's still a work in progress. So making Dark Ritual, I would have to copy a bunch of stuff and put in like, what does it mean? You kill the target unit, but it has to be an ally, and then it gives you mana, blah, blah, blah. But like, you can do anything. You could do absolutely anything. And this is totally contrary narrative to the narrative that you get if you go on Reforged forums from Blizzard, where everyone is like, it's over for this game, you can't do anything, like, you know, all modding efforts ever invented or lost, and whatever these stupid, like, don't believe the trolls is basically what I'm saying. Because we literally have the cusp of this brilliant technology. And if you look to the future, and if you think about Warcraft 3, and you think about what that means, right, and where that's going, I think that what Blizzard can do with Warcraft 3 over the next 5 or 10 years is to get to where I would have Frozen Throne app on my phone. And so when I click test on my world editor here on my computer, not only does clicking test on my computer actually do this step where it, you know, compiles the game and then runs it, but it could also compile the game and then run it on my phone instead of my computer. So you could use World Editor and you could iterate a little world like I just did today. And then when you're done, it goes on your phone. And then you go in, like this would just automatically do, you know, the single player custom game, whatever. Like, and I don't know, you just do that. And so some people wondered what is going on with War Smash. Like, what is the deal, right? And the problem with this on your phone and all that nonsense is that I developed that as a joke. Right, I just threw my phone away. I hope it broke. And phones are stupid. But I think that I was developing this as a joke one weekend. I thought it would make a great video on my YouTube channel, how to recompile War Smash to Android. It took like 20 hours. It was horrible. I got no sleep. I started going crazy. And I looked at this and I was like, at the end of these 20 hours, I have like Warcraft 3 on my phone, and I'm like, why? What is this? And it really made me want to fake takedown and stop doing what I'm doing, because technology is power, and sometimes you can develop something without thinking about the ramifications of what you're doing. And so I'm not here to ruin things for Blizzard Entertainment. I didn't invent that intentionally. It was a joke. And what I want to do is on the desktop computer, to be honest. But it's weird when I think about, I feel like there's a push, like a subconscious, like a push on all of us. And maybe it's actually just a personal problem that I have, and it's not a subconscious push on all of us. But I feel like sometimes maybe there's a subconscious push on all of us to spend more time on our phones and less time on the desktop computers. And don't I don't get as much out of that because there's no world editor on my phone. So when I realized that I could just put world editor on my phone, you kind of have to think about at some point, why didn't I already do that in the last 5 or 10 years? And it's because I didn't think about it, because I didn't know that they were going to subconsciously like push me into using phones more often than I would have wanted to. So, but again, maybe that's just me actually. Maybe I'm just really lazy. So you get back to where that's debatable. But the moral of the story is World Editor is a fun technology. And if you believe that it's over and you have to go do something else with your time, you're probably lying to yourself. That's just what I'm saying. Like, it's not, if somebody's like, wow, it's the end of, it's all Warcraft 3, all the modding efforts, all those 20 years are all down the drain. It's all gone. I just hear it's like, what are you talking about? That's completely ridiculous and nonsense. And you literally, it's a great time to be alive. Think of the things you could contribute to. If you don't agree with the War Smash philosophy, if you don't agree with the fake War Smash takedown and me trying to get out of it and then realizing that people don't care about what I'm saying and they really just care about hating Blizzard, which is gross. Don't hate Blizzard. Um, if you look at it that way and you have these things and you don't like what I'm doing and you don't like these technologies, you could still contribute to Warcraft 3 Community Edition on Hive. You could do so many different things. And so if somebody tells you that all the modding is down the drain, that's stupid and ridiculous, and insane. And I disagree with that completely. The modding is not down the drain. Technology innovation is a wonderful thing. And I hope that people keep working on this stuff. And yeah, so I hope you have a good one. It's just my rant for tonight. Mm-hmm.